Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Class. It is Scott. Today is, pardon the nose itch, day 2 of what is biblical justice. The devotional subtitle, if you will, is Justice and Freedom. Whoops, a little too far there. Contrary to how some people feel, the aim of biblical justice is freedom. Freedom can be defined as a release from illegitimate bondage in order to make the choice to exercise responsibility in actualizing and maximizing all that you were created to be. Biblical justice encourages freedom through affirming accountability, equality, and responsibility by linking the spiritual to the social realm. That is, freedom and biblical justice must be founded upon spiritual truth from our vertical relationship with God and expressed and expressed in our horizontal relationship with each other. In other words, biblical justice is all about loving God and loving others. Jesus, links our attitude towards God, the spiritual, with our attitude towards others, the social. Love is not merely a feeling, but rather an action. Love is compassionately and righteously pursuing the well-being of another. So, since loving others is all about pursuing their best interest, then we should seek to free any person from oppression and inequity. We see this in Jesus' earth ministry. He preached the kingdom, the spiritual, but he also addressed the people's physical needs, the social. We fight back for biblical. Let me start that over. As we fight for biblical justice and freedom, we need a balanced approach. We must confront sin and spread the gospel. But equally important, we must also stand against injustices, whether they are racial, socio-economical, political, or criminal. If the gospel has changed your life, then praise God. If you are doing well and God has blessed you, then praise God. But understand, God doesn't grant us freedom solely for ourselves. He wants to use us to help others gain their freedom. This is where biblical justice comes into play, and this is why God tells us to fight for the weak, speak up for those without a voice, and defend the rights of the oppressed and the marginalized. A lot of food for thought in today's devotional. The question that they ask in this one is, how is your love for God and love for others connected? I'll leave you to answer that yourselves. All right, scriptures. Get this in the right spot here. Looks like there are 3 scriptures. The first one is Psalms 82, verses 3 and 4. Psalms 82, verses 3 and 4. Defend the weak and the fatherless. Uphold the cause of the poor and the oppressed. Rescue the weak and the needy. Deliver them from the hand of the wicked. And then Matthew 22, verses 37 through 40. A lot of this is red ink, so to speak. Jesus replied, "Love the Lord your God with all of your heart and with all of your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment, and the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and prophets hang on these 2 commandments." One more. This is from Luke chapter 4, verses 18 through 20. Again, these are red letters. The Spirit of the Lord is on me, because he has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim freedom for the prisoners and recovery of sight for the blind, to set the oppressed free, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor. Then he rolled up the scroll, gave it back to the attendant, and sat down. The eyes of everyone in the synagogue were fastened on him. Of course, they're talking about Jesus there. So lots of food for thought. This is going to be a little bit of a shortened and brief message because it's a busy, busy day, and I wanted to get this out to you today. Hope everyone's doing well. Cheryl seems to have pretty much fully recovered. A lot of little, sidebar issues, so to speak, with her relative to her recovery, but all in all, I think she's probably back to 98%. We're just living the dream, trying to work around her schedule and my schedule, and where we can get together some and see each other. And it's a fun and challenging time, but I don't know if fun's the right word. But anyway, that's a little brief update on us. Again, I hope everybody's well, and we will see you all soon. Have a great day.